Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing? My name is Kunle Fowowe. I'm a naturopathic expert, and I help people with the use of herbal medicine. This afternoon, I want to be talking about. Let me say good afternoon. If you are seeing this video in the afternoon, if you're seeing it in the morning, good morning. If you are seeing it in the evening, good evening. This afternoon, I want to be talking about 4 and 5 steps to reverse diabetes, either type 1 or type 2, and to take care of insulin resistance. Now, I know you might have been on medication for so many years and you have been told that diabetes doesn't have solution, that you have to be on drugs for years. I'm here to tell you this afternoon that you can get off medications from diabetes and be free from diabetes for life. Now, this video is a very important video that if you know anybody that is suffering from diabetes or that is having insulin resistance, bring them to watch the video or share this video to them so that you can save a life. We all know all the complications diabetes brings into our health. Number one, it affects the kidney, which leads to kidney failure. It causes diabetic ulcer, whereby they cut people's leg. It causes blurry vision. It makes people lose weight and so many things that it does. Now, when you observe that you are having diabetes, either type 1 or type 2, these are the 4 steps or 5 steps that you need to take that will get rid of diabetes totally from your body. And no matter what you might have heard about diabetes, diabetes has natural solution. Now, ask yourself a question. Before orthodox medication came, what was our forefathers using to treat diabetes? In some countries like India and China, what are they using to treat diabetes? That is to tell you that it has natural solution. Don't let anybody deceive you that it doesn't have natural solution. Now, listen to me carefully with everything I'll be telling you in this video. Now, what causes diabetes? Now, there's something that we call insulin resistance. Insulin is an hormone that is produced by your pancreas, and something inside your pancreas is called beta cells, which helps to produce this insulin. What does insulin do? Insulin controls the sugar in your blood. That means when sugar in your blood rises, insulin is an hormone that is released into your blood to control it and regulate it so that it doesn't affect your body, because high sugar levels is not good for the system. Now, before you can be proclaimed diabetic, either type 1 or type 2, you must have been having insulin resistance for a long time without you knowing. Now, what is insulin resistance? Each time you eat a sugary food or you take a sugary drink, the pancreas pumps out the insulin to regulate the sugar in your blood. Now, when you are the type that you eat excessive sugary things too much, it gets to the level that the insulin is always pumped all the time to control the sugar in your blood. And after some time, this experience can weaken the pancreatic beta cells. And after some time, it stops working or it gets dormant. And at the end of the day, they tell you that you are having type 2 diabetes. Now, before you have this experience, the insulin resistance must have been low. Now, if you observe that you are having all these little growth on your neck that is scattered all around, like black patches all around, or you observe that you are having thick neck chin, or you are having bloated tummy, that your tummy is always very, very big, that's a sign of insulin resistance. Reason is because the insulin is always coming up to control the sugar in your blood, but it gets to a level that insulin is supposed to pump into your blood, control the blood sugar and come down, but it gets to a level that the insulin stays up because you are always eating sugary things and it has to control it. And after some time, when this thing is not controlled or is not reversed, that is when it leads to type 2 diabetics. Now, secondly, one of the major reasons why a person is proclaimed diabetic is when there's low levels of these 2 things I will be mentioning in the body. There's something, the mineral that is called chromium, and we also have what we call vanadium. Now, these 2 minerals, they are in supplement form that you can take. But if a doctor is not recommending them for you, you are not advised to take this medication. But we have a natural plant that has enough of it in the body, enough of these minerals in it, which is string beans. string beans that you people call green beans. It has it inside, which it can help your insulin sensitivity. Now, when you have been proclaimed diabetic, how do you reverse diabetes? Listen to me very, very well. Even if you have been on medication for years and you have not been cured and you are wondering why you are still not cured, these are the 4 steps that can get rid of diabetes from your body totally. Number 1, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, meaning normally you are not supposed to be eating very early in the morning if you're having diabetics. Reason is because when you sleep at night, while you were sleeping, your body is fasting. But you are not supposed to load your body instantly in the morning, because while you are fasting, your insulin is trying to calm down so that it can always come up again to regulate your blood sugar. But immediately you wake up in the morning and you load your body with a lot of high glycemic foods again, the insulin stays up and is not able to bring your sugar down. So if you want to reverse diabetes, one of the first things you should cultivate is doing intermittent fasting. That means instead of you eating around 8 in the morning or eating around 10 in the morning, wait till like 11 or 12 or 1. By that time, your insulin would have calmed down. Are you getting what I'm saying now? And by the time you want to eat your breakfast, eat low glycemic foods. Eat low glycemic food. When they say low glycemic food means food that are not having high sugar levels. We have a lot of them for we Nigerians here. That is step 1. Step 2, you have to do exercises. You have to create an activity. Your body must be moving so that the sugar in your blood is migrated into your muscle so that you can use it as fuel. If you are living a life of stagnancy, or you are the type that maybe you are always on the spot, you are not doing enough activity, it will not make your diabetes to easily be reversed. Number 3, eat low glycemic food. There are foods that when you eat now, within 40 minutes, your sugar level will go up. And there's some food that when you eat, even if after 40 minutes, your sugar level will not go up. That is step what? That is step 3. Also, you must take a lot of fibers. Eating fibers helps your sugar level to be maintained. Instead of it going up, there's fibers that you have taken, it helps your sugar not to shoot up. And at the end of the day, it's going to be helping you for your insulin resistance to eventually get reversed. Then the 4th one is eat low, eat low glycemic foods. Eat low glycemic foods. Stop taking things that will always shoot your sugar up. Now, the last one is taking correct herbal medication. Now, there are some natural herbs that God has created that they have ability to help your pancreatic beta cells to revive. Most people that have visited me in the office here, sometimes when most people that come to visit my office, they always have the opportunity of me lecturing them, showing them things that doctors have told them that doesn't have cure. And I'll show them and I'll ask them, is it my daddy that created this research? They'll say no, and I'll now let them know. They will now be, so this thing has solution. Now, when it comes to herbs, there are natural herbs that God has given that ability to crash your blood sugar, number 1. Then also to help your pancreatic beta cells. There's something inside your pancreas that is called beta cells. This beta cells is what produces insulin. Now, when your pancreatic beta cells is no more working or is now dormant, there are herbs that will revive it. And that is what will help you to be free from diabetes. Now, these herbs, what they do is that they help to revive and revitalize and regenerate the pancreatic beta cells. And when you get to the level that your pancreas is working functionally again and is releasing insulin, that means you will be out of medication. Do we understand what I'm saying now? So those are the steps through which you can reverse diabetes, and it can happen within few months. It's not something you have to be on it for a year. If you are very, very consistent, if you are very, very diligent, and you are very, very obedient to every instruction you are given, you will be free from diabetes few months from now, no matter how long. And if you're already having diabetic ulcer, we have herbal medicine also that when they begin to sprinkle it on all that diabetic ulcer, it will dry up. Are you getting me now? Then when your diabetes is well treated, forget about blurry vision, it will correct itself. I always tell people that are having eye issues that eye issues is not when you put something externally. It has to be corrected from inside, because once the insulin sensitivity is corrected, everything inside your body begins to get regulated. Hope you understand what I'm saying now. And with all these things, we have prepared a product that has been helping to normalize people's blood sugar and revive their pancreas. And that is what is inside this product, ADF diabetes medication. What it does basically is that it helps to revive your pancreas. That is the goal. Not just to normalize your blood sugar like the orthodox medication does. No. Something that will get you off medication after some months. We have the capsule and we have the powdered one. Now, if your sugar level is very, very high, I always recommend that you start with both the capsule and the powder together. But if your sugar is below 200, you can stay on the capsules alone. The capsule has 150 capsules. The capsule has 150 capsules inside. So that means when you take it, you will be taking, if your sugar is below 200, you can still be taking it 3 times a day. But if your sugar level is below 150, just twice a day is what you'll be taking it. But if your sugar is above 200, I always recommend the two together so that it can crash it fast. Then note, when you are on treatment, there are strictly diet rules that you'll be following. Whenever you want to get rid of any terminal ailment, there must be lifestyle change. I've seen people that I'm treating that they are on this medication, and because they see that the way this thing crash their sugar levels, I see them, some of them will say, I'm eating my normal food. I say, don't eat your normal food though, because you can't be trying to heal a organ that was failing before and you are still stressing it again. The pancreas is still trying to come up and you are already giving it another work to do. So that's why you must always eat low glycemic food. So when you are on our treatment, I will give you the Nigerian low glycemic foods, food that you have to avoid, fruits and vegetables that are very, very good for you, and the medication that will help you reverse type 2 or type 1 diabetes. And even if you are having diabetic ulcer, we have medication that you will take. If you're having blurry vision and everything, and if you are in Lagos, you can come to our office at Suite 22, Block A, Primatech Shopping Plaza, Iju Road, Agege in Lagos. And if you're outside Lagos, you can place your order when you chat me on WhatsApp. But please note, we don't do payment on delivery outside Lagos. If you're in any part of Lagos, you can pay on delivery for both the product and the cost of the shipping. But if you're outside Lagos, whether you're in America, you are in UK, you are in Abuja, you are in any eastern state, if you're ordering for the product, you pay before we ship it out. I don't use agents because most times we have to consult for a patient before we recommend. So I can't just pack products in the particular state hoping that people know. We have to consult for you because it's after I've checked through your A1C, I've checked through your sugar levels, I've checked other things that you are having, I will now recommend the medication for you. And if your diabetes has led to kidney damage, that you're already having kidney failure, whether you have started dialysis or you're having high blood pressure, chat me with the number you'll be clicking on the WhatsApp, and we will discuss in full length. And you can also call my number that is placed on the screen. You can call the one for the making record, that is 082-338-37995, or you can chat me also on the WhatsApp number that you are seeing on the screen, 081-8380-9060. And if you are free to come to my office for consultation, our office still remains at Suite 22, Block A, Primatech Shopping Plaza, Iju Road, Agege in Lagos. If you know anybody that is suffering from this, share this video to them. It will save a life. I love you all. Thank you very much, everybody. I say you remain your one and only Kunle Fowowe.